Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This reading is for Aquariuses and for the next 4 weeks, where it will mostly cover June by now and the last week of May. So let's get started. If your sun, your moon, your ascendant in Aquarius, there is something in this for you. The first and overarching energy for the month or the next upcoming 4 weeks is to reflect on your priorities. And because of this, I chose the ancestor cards to ask what kind of help they can give regarding, your priorities, how to reflect because of the reflection, how to reflect, how to help you to prioritize basically. And three came out, the Tree of Life, the Lioness, and the Ancestors. And I would start with the Ancestors because that card is very interesting how much of an energy and light is in it. And on the other hand, how much of the wishy washy background those people or kids are. So depending on where do you see it from your ancestors' point of view, they might not see you clearly or you might not see your ancestors clearly. So this card encourages you to invest in a research on your ancestors and learn all the family secrets that you need to know. So probably this is the time for you to be in the know of something you might not want it to know, or you were afraid to know, or you've been just really kept away from. So if you've got a chance in the next 4 weeks to take a little research for yourself and ask your parents, grandparents, great grandparents, whoever were their friends, and all the relatives, what do they know about your ancestors, then you might get a better picture of who you are. Why did you become that person? And it might help to reflect on your priorities, what made you choose what you have chosen. And then the lioness, that is speaking about a very wise animal, who hunt in herds, but also they are very strong and they know how to set boundaries and when to run and when to stop and concede defeat. And the card says that just like the lioness, you are strong and determined to lead yourself into your anticipation and hope. And I wouldn't even stop at hope, but into that reality. So it's basically, it feels like the lioness is running in between the ancestors and the tree of life. So let's have a look at the tree of life first for a moment. This one is also about your roots and the roots of your soul. So this is not about your biological roots, but who you are. And it's a kind of a symbol of life as well and good health, including new beginnings with a bright future. And it also talks about kind of the life cycle of how you grow um, from a little tree to a big tree and then drop your seeds and regrow. And we also have these seeds for success. And this this card encourages you to seek inner guidance, to seek inner kind of to seek inside you and find what makes you feel alive, because this is a tree of life. So if the tree is you, then this one asks you to reflect on what are the branches, what are you good at, what do you love doing, what did you build so far, what is the trunk about, and what are those seeds that you would like to drop. Are they ready? Have you dropped already many? Did they have new trees? And I don't mean like human seeds in a sense of offsprings, but it means all your ideas, because Aquarius, you are creative, you are future thinker. Have you planted your seeds for the next generation to think about, to make it happen? So this is a journey from the ancestor, from basically the past to the future, and you have that power like a lioness in the middle. So in this month, you might have very many interesting discoveries about your life purpose, about those seeds, and that will have an impact on your priorities. And it might happen through the ancestors and their knowledge. Okay, let's see. What about the career cards? What do they say? What's coming for Aquarius for the next 4 weeks in the career field? Oops, one is about wellness. This card talks about living a healthier lifestyle, nourishment, oops, and regaining strength. So this says to me you might not have exercised too much in, I mean, lately. You define the time frame, but this one is really, it's like a warning. Like, hey, don't leave this behind because you love doing it anyway. So do something that makes you live a healthier lifestyle. Because here you go, the fruits of labor is coming. A rich gain is here. It's time to reap the fruits and become rich. So maybe you can have a promotion at work. You can have something like a long-term plan become true. Maybe you get something like salary increase, but you can also have these fruits of labor understood in a longer term of of that. Like, you can, that even is the tree, but about like, what are the fruits, what are those ideas that you grew inside you and now is ready to become fruit and then become a seed of a new tree. So if you, for example, were thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, if you were thinking about anything like a little plan, you've been thinking about your back garden. Oh, I want to redo the whole back garden. It doesn't matter what the project is, what's on your mind. That is time now to basically bring you that richness, or how can I say, like the richness and abundance of creation. So don't just see it like, oh, okay, I planted these trees, I did this garden, and now they are getting into fruition. Yes, that's great. That it can mean too, but it can also mean that you are creating that fruit inside you. And let's see a couple more. What was actually a couple? Okay, so wrong decisions. Look at that. And investments, because they jumped out together. I would take it as a warning regarding investments and how to invest wisely and thinking before you are acting, because probably there will be an investment opportunity for you in June. But you might make the wrong decision if you have a hasty decision. So think. It's not saying that it's gonna be absolutely the wrong one, but it's saying that reckless behavior can lead to bad consequences. So whatever decision you make, think it through and be absolutely sure you want it. And that's the only way not to regret it. Even if you lose something, you if you choose according to your best knowledge and feeling certain that you have checked every kind of way, every perspective, then it's going to be fine. And investments, because it also said the investments actually calling out that if you made some investments, they will have positive results that will bring you prosperity. So it's a caution rather than a bad curse or anything. So just keep thinking when you are investing. Let's see. What about the love life? Two jumped out anyway. There is the two sides, and the love blooms. Navigate the delicate balance of give and take, and the romance blossoms into full blown feelings. Well, it seems that all the time and effort you put into something might be something that you actually overthink. Might be something that your thinking becomes this: I put in this and that, and now it's time that I would like to take this and that. And I'm not sure that's the best in a relationship. However, The next one saying the love blooms and that there is a romance blossoming. You might find that balance. It might feel that you are actually the two sides of the same coin. So there might be something in the other person. Let's see, what's it? What's that? Let's ask one more card or two. What does the two sides mean? Okay. Expectations, yes. That's what I meant. Yeah. So that's what I just said. Like, you say, oh, I put in this, and I want that. So there are expectations that either you or the other person have kind of like very high fantasies or unreasonable requirements of what do they want to see or what you want to see, and it might be time to get back to the ground and say it's not about dreaming and it's not about fantasies, this is reality, and which is not really common with you, Aquarius. You are usually on the ground and in reality, but and that love blooms. Okay, ask more about that love blooms card too. Cool. The explanation: find romance and right timing. There you go. It's absolutely positive. So there is something. It might be two different people, and it might not be um, only love related. It can be work. It can be family, where you have those expectations, but also there is a romance. It's definitely the other one is definitely about love, about romance, about the right timing um, of everything, and I think in that sense, you have a romance going on. Absolutely, perfectly fine, almost indulgent romance with its own right timings. You might find that in June you will have moments with your partner or romantic affair, depending on where you are at, where you catch yourself really, really enjoying it and feeling like, wow, this is this thing, whatever you are doing, couldn't have happened in a better timing. But also, I'm not sure if it's the same person or a different one regarding the two sides and the expectations, because it feels very, very, very different. Okay, let's see. I want to ask one more. This one. Let's see. Some practical ideas, some tips, some guidance from the universe, from the universe for Aquarius. We would like some guidance for the next 4 weeks. Look at this. Forgiveness. Let go and forgive. It's time to move on. I think this is about this. I think this is about this, whatever relationship that. So I think this is about forgiving and letting go. So you have that other romance, and maybe hmm, maybe it has something to do with those ancestors. Maybe you say goodbye to a relative. Maybe you finally put down your expectations. Sometimes we have expectations towards our, family, our kids, our parents, our uncles. It's like there is something in that. It's not necessarily a romantic one. Okay, what else? Let's see another one. Oops. Mask off. Hello. Mask off. This one really nicely fits here because this mask off, for me, what it says that when you dig deeper into your life, into your ancestors' life, it will help you to mask off. It will help you to put down things that are caused by your perceived reality of them, which will probably change in June. And when you will understand what it caused to you, then you will be as strong and fast like a lioness, and then you will throw that mask away. And the other one was ask for help. So if you need, then anytime, just ask for help. And especially because the other two were the grounding and the phoenix rising. So I think this process will give you a lot of grounding, a lot of like that forgiveness and grounding and peace actually, because you might feel like the phoenix, so that you burn your old version, you burn some parts of you, and you don't need to keep that. You don't need to keep being stuck. This one says that, like, burn everything that is keeping you stuck and rise into new paradigms, we are capable of. If somebody is, then you are. So I will leave this one here for you, and wishing you a very, very insightful next 4 weeks, and oh, lots of joy in that romantic life. If you liked the video, then please push the like button, and you can subscribe and see more of this content. Thank you. Bye.